What's up, everybody? Fat Cracker here. You know what time it is. It's time to get cooking. Tonight, we're going to do a stuffed bell pepper casserole. Reason why we're doing it like a casserole is my wife really don't like it inside the shells whole. So we're going to dice them up, mix the stuff together, show you how it's done. We got our rice cooking already. Once it's done, we'll add it to the mix. I won't go through all that. Everybody should know how to do rice or have a rice cooker. Anyways, we'll get everything else ready and we'll start cooking. All right, everybody. Got everything ready. So we put a little dab of butter in there. Got getting our pan hot. We're going to add 2 pounds of ground chuck. Get that cooking. Break that up. To that, we're going to add a little bit of onion powder. Just a little bit, because we're going to be adding onions later. A little bit of garlic powder. Let that cook in. And last but not least, a little bit of pepper. All right, we'll get that mixed up and let it cook in. We'll brown this up and we'll be back for the rest. All right, we got our meat browned up. Now we're going to start adding things to it. We drain the meat, get the fat off of it. So we're going to go in with 3 medium and small yellow onions. Diced. Get that starter out of there real good, let it cook. While that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and add, can't give you the exact measurement because these were frozen bell peppers we had. And somebody gave us a bunch and we didn't want them to go bad, so we sliced them in fajita strips. So probably about 3 or 4 large bell peppers, red and green. Got that in there. And we'll get that cooked down. Let it cook for a little while and sear down, and then we'll add our next ingredients. All right, we got that cooked down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add, let's go ahead and add our rice. Add as much as you want. I cooked 2 cups, but I'm not sure if I'm going to add it all, but we're going to get it in here. If not, I could use it for something later. And we'll mix that in. Alright, we got our rice in there. We're going to add a little bit of slap your mama to it. Get that mixed around. Then, once we get that mixed in pretty good, I got 2 cans of somewhat drained fire roasted rotel, 1 can of tomato sauce. We'll mix all that around. Get it mixed there real good. Alright, we got that mixed up. Now we're going to add some cheese. Get that mixed in. We'll go ahead and turn our heat off. This is the last step here before we move on to the next one. All right, we'll push this to the side, let it cool a little bit while we get everything else ready. All right, everybody, we got our pan set here. We got our pot of mixture. We're going to take it. Excuse me if I get in the way. We're going to dump it out in the pan. Kind of spread it out. Get it all in there. Clean the pot all the way out. All right, we got that. So now what we're going to do, spread this out. Then what we want to do there now is we're going to put cheese on top. So one side I'm going to do Colby Jack all over that side and try to get it spread out all over it. There we go, we get that spread out. And then on the other side, we're going to do some crumbled and shredded pepper jack. Because I have pepper jack fans and I have soda that ain't pepper jack fans. Get that on top of there. I might throw a little bit of Colby Jack on top of that. And a little bit over some open spots over here. Alright, and then what we'll do now is I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 and let it bake for about 15-20 minutes and maybe turn the broiler on and brown that cheese on top. We'll come back when it's done. Alright everybody, here it is out of the oven. I baked it for 20 minutes and broiled it for about 10. Got a nice crust on this side. A nice crust for on this side with the pepper jack. We're going to get a spoonful out and see how it tastes. Some of that cheese. Put it there. There we go. A little hot. Taste test. I'll be damned. Tastes like stuffed bell pepper. Tastes pretty damn good. All right, guys, that's another meal for Fat Cracker. Remember, if you ain't trying, you ain't making it, bud. Y'all have a good one.